First, you must ask yourself, are you wealthy?
Simple truth of the world is that most games, for someone to win, well, someone has to lose.
Bed? Yeah, bed is such a big word for being such a small word.
Hey guys, welcome back to yet another episode of R&R Reviews Unscripted. We're here today because I don't know how to click a button. We've already recorded this once, and I clicked the wrong button, and we're back again to do it all over because we are that dedicated to these unscripted videos, and we know that there are so many people just dying to hear these words. Am I right?
And I believe he meant to say dying not to hear these words.
You hear that awkward silence? That's what happens.
Shabbos.
Welcome to the cinema.
R&R Reviews.
Today we're going to sit down and talk about a Netflix original film with an A-list cast that really will go probably under the radar more than it deserves.
And that is the newest Netflix original movie, The Laundromat, starring Gary Oldman, Antonio Banderas, Meryl Streep, and little bits of Robert Patrick, David Schwimmer, Sharon Stone, and Jeffrey Wright.
And James Cromwell. You forgot him last time too.
Yes.
That'll do, pig. That'll do.
Alert! Spoilers.
Alert. There will be spoilers. That is all. Alright guys, if you haven't yet, make sure you like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube page. But if you were to check those pages out, you would see that we gave The Laundromat an overall rating of 7.1 out of 10 points.
And
Ooh!
The thing is here, guys, this is a fantastic laundromat, okay? I mean, we're talking plenty of machines, not very many out of order. It's not overpriced. There's plenty of places to wash your clothes, plenty of places to dry your clothes. They got the full service person behind the counter, and the attendant is always very, very, really nice. This is definitely a 7.1 out of 10 point laundromat.
Yes, and the change machine, the quarters are so shiny. Like, I have never seen shinier quarters in my life.
Never get a dirty quarter out of that machine.
That's right. But no, it's not. We're actually talking about the kind of laundromat that you can't see. It's more of a figurative, metaphorical laundromat.
Like a money laundering laundromat.
Yes, where there are no real washers and dryers, and there are no attendants there to help you, but the quarters are still very shiny. Very shiny.
And how do they get that money so clean? That's right, we're talking OxyClean. You got dirt, bam, OxyClean. You got coffee stains, bam, OxyClean. You got blood, bam, OxyClean.
Don't just get it clean, get it OxyClean.
Okay, I think we're getting a little out of control here. So, let's talk about this movie a little bit. Very simple plot. It basically takes a complex idea, money laundering, building, or tax evasion, tax avoidance, and it simplifies it in comedy and a little bit of drama, like a dramedy, as they would say. It's a new word that I'm learning. Basically, it's comparable to Vice or The Big Short. It breaks those complex ideas down and gives it to us in a very simple form. In this story, we follow Gary Oldman and Antonio Banderas, who are telling the story of the Fonseca Mossack. Was that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy crap. I wasn't even looking. I didn't even look at the words. Where are they at? I'm trying to find them. The movie details the scandal of Mossack and Fonseca. Basically a bunch of shell companies that were built, and they funneled money outside of countries where tax laws are high, or, you know, things like that, where it was illegal, and used these fake companies on little offshore islands to basically avoid these fees.
This is a movie that breaks the fourth law.
Oh, he did it again, and even on accident again. That's the best part.
This is the movie that breaks the fourth wall a lot.
Yes, and the fourth law.
Which is the law about you can kill a human if the human asks you to, right?
Yeah, I know. The 3 laws, your perfect circle of protection.
Anyway, this movie has a stellar cast. It kind of breaks the fourth wall, as Nick said. It does follow 3 little stories intertwining within the plot and kind of gives you examples of what these different things are. So if you're not familiar with this topic or how this works, it really breaks it down in a simple form. It gets a lot of kudos for that. The way that it tells the story, I think that is what is the most important thing here. It's the way. The story could be very boring movie, but it's not. Because of the way the story is told, along with the special effects, all of the intro, outro, transitions, the animation and things between scenes, and so forth.
And this is a Steven Soderbergh movie. Some big movies he's known for is like the Ocean's trilogy and Logan Lucky. There's just something about his movies that always tend to have like this suaveness to them. Everything just always looks so fancy. So this movie definitely has that, and I think that's a big point in this movie that makes it so good is just how smooth the entire set is and how smooth the actors move throughout the set.
Yes! Woo!
And then, of course, we've got the whole movie we're being taken through the story by the best bros ever. Gary Oldman and Antonio Banderas play off each other so well. It's kind of hard to even believe how well they work together.
Yeah, it is definitely an oddly matched couple as far as, cinema powerhouses go.
But they definitely are excellent at it.
Yes, as Gary Oldman is excellent in everything that he has ever done. Probably one, in my opinion, the most underrated actors of our generation. Even though he just recently won an Oscar, I still think that he goes unnoticed often, and he is great at enveloping himself to where he looks different in every single role.
And almost always sounds different as well. Maybe that's why he's so underrated, because people just don't know it's him.
Wow, it's like that meme, when you like walking through life, all of a sudden you turn around, somebody says cut, and you realize the whole time you were just Gary Oldman.
You have to ask yourself, are you wealthy?
Most of the time, we don't even know.
No, I just think this movie has a really good point to it. It's really interesting at the end when they break the fourth wall completely and you kind of just see the actors moving throughout the set, behind green screens and making the final point of the movie. To me, I loved it from start to finish. I was all in on the story as soon as it started. Like I said, I think this is going to be a very underrated movie, and I think this movie really shows that Netflix is stepping up their game.
Well, folks, that's all we have today. Yabba dabba doo. We are so over ecstatic that you tuned in. As always, thank you. Make sure you like our Facebook page, subscribe to our YouTube page. If you haven't yet, what are you doing with your life? That's my question to you. So make sure you tune in next time so you can see all our content. Make sure you leave a comment, talk to us. We want to hear your voice. Not physically, but more as writing it down in social media. You can always email us at rogercinemahood@gmail.com. And until then, we'll see you next time. And don't forget,
it's a beautiful day in the cinema hood.